Hello everyone, it's that college football guy here with a really late video. Looks a little different, doesn't it? Well, I'm actually back in my old truck. They completely swapped out the fuel system and everything else. My other truck that I was using, the loaner, is now in the shop itself with several issues of its own, which is going to have to get fixed, and it's going to be out of action for about a month or two. Sorry it's so dark in here, but the lights in here aren't exactly that bright. They are there, but not exactly meant for superior lighting here. But anyway, let's get to the thing again video here. We're talking about videos that happen, the videos. Silly me. The games that happened on Thursday. The Friday games, it's right now a little past 9 o'clock Eastern is the time I'm recording this. But with Celsius, I don't know. I'm not going to talk about the Friday games until tomorrow when I go through, do an early review of the early Saturday games. But we're going to get into the scores real quick. I'm happy I went 3-0. Illinois beat UT Chattanooga 30-0. Coastal Carolina beat Georgia State 41-24, and West Virginia beat Virginia Tech 33-10. I'm happy West Virginia won. But now that's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about the Saturday games, aren't we? We'll go through the top 25. I'm going to do the AP top 25, but there's some games of concern that are for our subscribers and those that make comments down there about things going on. So let's go with the top 25. There's certain games, though, that are ranked, and I'm picking the ranked team, but it would not surprise me if they're upset at all. Because some of these games are just, I'm not trusting of it. The first one off the jump, I'm not trusting. It's number 5, Clemson, at number 21, Wake Forest. Clemson's quarterback situation, I'll be honest, I'm not trusting it. But they keep winning. I don't know how, but they are. And until they don't, I'm going to keep riding the train. I'm going to keep backing the horse. I'll keep doing it. But if Wake Forest wins this, would not surprise me at all. Wouldn't surprise me one bit, but I'm going to pick Clemson to win this one. Then you got some really, there's a lot of blowouts again, but we're still in the non-cons. And we're talking Rhode Island at number 24, Pitt. Pitt should blow them out the building. Central Michigan at number 14, Penn State. Yeah, Central Michigan, sorry, I don't think so. Maryland, one of our subscribers there for Maryland, at number 4, Michigan. Maryland may put some points up, but I don't think they can keep up with Michigan's offenses. Michigan is ready to prove some people wrong this year. Then you have the blowout of blowouts, perhaps. Kent State at number 1, Georgia. Can Kent State score a touchdown? That's basically going to be the only bet for this game. You have another game here. Scotty, I'm backing you. But it wouldn't surprise me if you fell out on this one because Baylor's only a 3-point favorite on the road. Number 17, Baylor at Iowa State. Iowa State can win this game. Iowa State is not a joke. Matt Campbell continues to do what he does and defy odds. The team's going to fall apart. No, they don't. They're still winning. So I'm not going to rule anything out with him. If he's there, this team can win. I'm picking Baylor, but it would not surprise me the least if Iowa State pulled this upset off. Then you've got Middle Tennessee State at Miami. Miami should win this game pretty easily. Then we have another game that I'm not too confident with. Number 22, Texas at Texas Tech. Texas is a 3-point favorite on the road. I'm going to pick them, but it would not surprise me one bit if Texas Tech beat them. In fact, it wouldn't surprise me if Texas Tech won by 10 or more. Because all it takes is a couple of interceptions, and Texas Tech's defense can be opportunistic, so it wouldn't surprise me if they did. I'm going to back Texas, but that's another game. I would not surprise me if they get upset. This one, I don't want to be an upset, but I have to say it's a possibility. Number 20, Florida, at number 11, Tennessee. Tennessee's got everybody and his mother's picking Tennessee to win. But they're 1-18 in their last 19 games against Florida. They find a way to lose. It's like the psychological damage. But the problem is, everybody who is part of that isn't there anymore. There's no Philip Fulmer. We need to reverse the trend. No, there's nobody there. They were pissed they lost last year. And they want to right the rings. They're not thinking about last year. They're not thinking about 18 losses. They're thinking about making up for last year. They want to beat up Florida. I'm picking Tennessee to do exactly that. But could Florida pull the upset? Yeah. You can't count Florida out because Tennessee has shot themselves in the foot too many times against Florida. I don't like admitting that, but it's absolutely true. And we're talking about blowouts again. Tulsa at number 16, Ole Miss. Yeah, Ole Miss should just beat them up badly. Here's a game that is also, I think, is an upset alert game. I'm going with the favorite, but it wouldn't surprise me if they lost. And that's number 15, Oregon at Washington State. Washington State is no joke. They can score. They can play. Oregon, if they have to do is think, all they got to do is show up to win. They did that before, and it's cost them. So, could it happen again? Absolutely. I'm going to say they're going to manage to pull it off, but that's another game. Would not surprise me if they lost. Then we have another blowout. Northern Illinois at Kentucky. Number 8, Kentucky. Yeah, Kentucky's going to beat the brakes off these guys. And then we got an interesting game. The irresistible force meeting the immovable object. Number 10, Arkansas at number 23, Texas A&M. Texas A&M has one of the best defenses. Arkansas has a great running offense. Who's going to win? Texas A&M is the favorite at home, and it is in College Station. So I'm calling the upset, even though at the beginning of the season this wouldn't have been an upset based on the rankings, but I'm calling the upset. I'm calling Texas A&M upsets Arkansas at home. Another blowout. Wisconsin at Ohio State. Number 3, Ohio State. I'm hoping Wisconsin can do something, but I have my doubts. Then you got UConn at number 12, NC State. That should be another blowout. NC State should wipe the floor with them. Vanderbilt at number 2, Alabama. Vanderbilt's had a good season, but it's about to come back down to earth, and Alabama's about to beat the brakes off them by 40 plus. It's not going to be nice. Then we got Kansas State at number 6, Oklahoma. Kansas State could make a game out of this, especially if Oklahoma starts taking them for granted and they don't have to show up. I'm expecting Oklahoma to win, but this could be a lot closer than some people like. Just be prepared for that. We got Minnesota. That should be the wrong game. I'm looking further ahead. I'm looking at the games that aren't ranked. About my top 25s. But anyway, number 7, USC at Oregon State. This is another one that's on my upset special list. I'm still going to go with SC. But Oregon State, this is their first real test of a team. They've played a lot of lower-ranked teams. If they can beat SC, they're for real. If they don't, well, we'll see what happens. We got Wyoming, but I'm picking USC to win, by the way. But I'm picking Wyoming at number 19, BYU. BYU should win that one rather easily. Stanford at number 18, Washington. Stanford. No, Washington's going to beat them up. And number 13, Utah to Arizona State. First game without Herm Edwards. It's going to be at home, emotional, and Utah's wanting to make a message that they're for real in the Pac-12. Sorry, Arizona State. Utah's going to run over you. Then we get to the games here that are not ranked that I have as maybe the most interesting game, which a lot of people have circled. And I'm saying this. If you said that this was going to be a battle of undefeateds at the beginning of the season and you said this and brought it down, show me the video because I'm guaranteeing you're lying your butt off. Undefeated Duke at undefeated Kansas in week 4. Tell me we're not in the Twilight Zone. Kansas is in my top 25 right now. But if Duke beats them, Duke's going to go in the top 25. Kansas wins, they'll crank up. So I'm going to go on there. But Kansas is actually the favorite at home. I'm going to pick them to win it. You got Minnesota and Michigan State. Michigan State is the betting favorite to be at home. But Michigan State, I think, is a little bit of a hangover here. And I think they're going to have some problems. And I'm actually picking Minnesota to pull the upset and beat them at home. Minnesota will beat Michigan State in East Lansing. I'm calling that. We got North Texas at Memphis. Yeah, Memphis is going to annihilate these guys. Sorry. Toledo at San Diego State. San Diego State should win that one. It's kind of a close spread, but I think they'll be fine on that one. Indiana at Cincinnati. Indiana's a tough team. They're actually doing pretty good, but from my take, but Cincinnati's going to beat them. And then the last one here. I'm still not believing. Okay, Utah State has been a team in the Mountain West Conference that has been battling for conference championships. It's UNLV and Utah State. UNLV has been one of the top 5 worst programs for the last decade, almost 15 years. They're 2-1 this season. They are a 2.5 to 3-point road favorite at Utah State. That hasn't happened. I don't even know in how long. Somebody can look it up for me. I'll probably get some people going to be telling me, oh, wait, it's been this long. I'm shocked. I'm picking UNLV. I mean, they're actually surprising out of me. I mean, this is nuts. I mean, UNLV's playing good, Duke's playing good, Kansas playing good. The only thing was missing would be UTEP, but that's not happening. But UNLV and Utah State, I'm picking UNLV to win. So we do have some upsets that are brewing there, and a lot of them are in the Pac-12. Pac-12, a team with great ranked teams, and a lot of them could be upset. So it's not as good as everybody thinks it is. We will see. I'm going to make a video tomorrow later on about the Big 12 and the ACC are going to merge. Okay, we found memos and text messages about a discussion with the Pac-12 and the ACC merger. Yeah, from 4 months ago. You guys just found them now. Come on, guys, really? Big 12 and ACC merger. We talked about this too. There's no money to be made. You have to pick and choose, because if you do a merger between both conferences, you might lose money per year. I'm sorry, just some universities just do not generate cash. They just don't. That sucks, but it's what it is. So thanks everybody for watching the video. As always, please like and comment. It helps the analytics. It helps the video get watched. It helps everything. So please do that. And if you like the video, check out some of the other ones I've done and subscribe to the channel if you like them. I'm trying to get this channel bigger and better, and maybe one of these days we'll make it something special. So thank you everyone for watching the video in this really funky lighting. It's my truck at night. But anyway, thanks everyone for watching the video, and as always, everyone, please, even though it's dark outside, be good to each other.